Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Man, this thing is just, there's something about running a sawmill. Welcome to the Oliver Way today, guys. We are in a rush to try to get a few things done before another round of rain today. You saw me jump on the Hustler, try to knock down this grass around the house, but man, it is just so thick and I haven't got a chance to let it dry and hit it when it needs to be mowed. So I just had to go ahead and knock it down today. It has made quite the mess around the house here, but at least it's knocked down. As soon as we do get a dry day, which it does not seem that it's going to be anytime soon. But as soon as we do get a dry day, we'll knock it down again, get it nice and cleaned up the way that we like to keep it. And then I'll feel a little bit better about our situation here. So right now I am trying to situate Mr. Coyote for the chicken coop. We're going to move that around real quick before this rain comes. It is long overdue to be moved. So ideally we would be moving this coop, oh man, about once a week. It's been about 2 since I moved it. And it's mostly been because I can't catch a good day to move it without the grass being soaked. You know, this tractor lifting all this weight does not do as great when the ground is wet. But as you can see behind the tractor right now, a storm is brewing. So we've got the coop on the forks. We're just going to move it up here, probably beside the fireplace. I did not check with Melina exactly where we want this, but I'm just going to pick a nice flat spot. And that's what we're going to do with it. I do have to be careful, like coming up the hill here, that I don't get any side hill. Because this coop is well within the capacity of the tractor. And I know that because I've tested it, not like the debacle from the other day with the pallet of lumber. But any side hill with this thing being so top heavy is something we want to absolutely avoid. So I'm just going to set it beside the fireplace, somewhat beside the fireplace. I'm going to bring it back as far as I can. And we're going to make it our goal to come back out here in a week and get this thing again before it destroys another patch of grass in our front yard. So I'm thinking something like this. And getting this thing off Sometimes I have to put something under the coop and then slide the forks out, but usually a little jiggle, get that front end down, a little jiggle is all we need, and we're free. Bingo. So the rain we got the other day really left us with some more cleanup in the barn. Melina took care of most of it, but we're gonna knock that out real quick, and then I think we're gonna try to jump on the sawmill, knock out one log, just so we have that sawdust that I know she's gonna be needing. I have 2 poplar logs left, so we're gonna get those started, get one done today, and hopefully one tomorrow. Okay, so the rain was really hitting us hard for a little bit. And it has finally calmed down enough that I'm gonna get this sawmill fired up and get into it. But first, I needed to change the blade. So I've been running a Wood-Mizer 10-degree blade since I picked this sawmill up. And I've gone through quite a bit of lumber. And I attribute a lot of that longevity of that blade to this debarker. But now I'm going to a 7-degree blade. This is a Turbo 7 from Wood-Mizer. What's really nice is they've started to stamp their blades. So it's easy to tell the difference between the 10-degree and the 7-degree. Just look for that label that they're stamping and you know what you got. Okay, we're ready for covers. Now I did learn my lesson and we're good on fuel. Let's get this thing going. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Man, this thing is just, there's something about running a sawmill and getting some beautiful lumber out of a log that you cut down off your own property, right on your own property. You know, this is homegrown, if you will. West Virginia poplar, which is pretty cool. So I almost forgot the flitch that I had left on the loader arms as we were getting down to the end of sawing there, and threw it on right at the end with one of my 1x8s, and just used it to support the board that I was cutting down to 8 inches. And I got this sliver off of that 1x8, so tells me my saw is probably anywhere from a 32nd to a 16th of an inch off, which is not bad, but I'd like to dial that in. And it might just be because I put a new blade on, and so the profile on that blade is a little different than the other one. I might need to adjust my kerf settings on the LT50, something simple, but I'm gonna take a look at that tomorrow before we cut any more. These boards came out right where I needed them to be because the AccuSet, yeah, so we're in really good shape over here. They're 1-inch boards, that's what we want. And this little DeWalt tape measure is magnetic. I bought it whenever I was running my Wood-Mizer LT50 many years ago, and it is the handiest little Sawmill sidekick tape measure. It's just, you know, it's durable. It's lasted me for years. I know I put it right on the side of my control station every time, and that's where it goes. It's yellow, so it sticks out on the Wood-Mizer orange, and I haven't lost it, which means I must be doing pretty good if it's a tape measure I've had for that long and I haven't lost it, especially around a sawmill. So if you want a little tape measure as a sidekick on your sawmill, those little DeWalt, that's just a 9 foot tape measure is perfect. You know, just checking your square or your width, your thickness, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, guys, we got some stuff done, which is pretty cool. We did a lot of flooring this weekend, and so I was eager to get out and do something here on the property. The rain kind of put a bit of a damper in that, if you will, but that is precisely why the sawmill is indoors. When it's raining and I have nothing else that I can get into, the sawmill, as long as I have a log here, is always ready to go. So it's pretty cool. We got 15 1x8s. These are 8 foot long, so we had 80 board feet there. So 80 board feet in like 20, 30 minutes. Pretty cool. I'm gonna wrap it up with that one, guys. Tomorrow I plan on filming my second episode of Uncut. So if you're into the sawmill stuff and you wanna just see raw, unedited sawmill footage, tomorrow's probably gonna be that with the last poplar log that I have sitting here before we jump into the pine here in the near future. So I appreciate you guys being here as always. It's been a lot of fun, and we will catch you guys again tomorrow on the next one.